Part 7. The Blueprint for Action. What can you do today? My name is Abebe Nagash. I'm an engineer. Detailed introduction has been put out in the first, second, and third parts of this series. Welcome back. We have built the vision. We have outlined the strategy. Now, the most important question remains, how do you take action today? How do we turn this from an idea into a movement? The answer is simple. Everyone has a role to play. Step 1. Connect with like-minded experts and create networks. Governance should no longer be dictated by political parties. It should be run by those with the knowledge to solve real-world problems. Right now, across Africa and the diaspora, we have engineers, doctors, scientists, AI experts, financial analysts, and policy strategists. If you are one of them, start forming alliances. Join forums, attend conferences, create digital platforms where real solutions are being discussed. Not just complaints about Africa's problems. Build local technocratic councils in every African country, independent of politicians, to begin shaping policy ideas that actually work. This is the first step toward building a parallel system that will eventually replace the outdated, corrupt models of governance. Step 2. Fund ourselves. Stop waiting for foreign investment. Africa has been trapped in a cycle of dependence for too long. The solution? We invest in ourselves. The African diaspora sends over 50 billion in remittance every year. Imagine if even 10% of that was structured into investments in AI research, industrial development, or infrastructure. Africa has over 6 trillion in natural resources. $6 trillion in natural resources alone. Yet foreign companies extract most of it. We must take control. Startups, tech hubs, and manufacturing industries should be owned by African technocrats, not foreign investors looking for cheap labor. If you have capital, start investing in Africa new industries. If you have skills, collaborate with others to create African-built solutions. We don't need Western loans. We don't need foreign NGOs. We need African engineers, doctors, and economists working together. Step 3. Use technology to overcome corrupt governance. Africa's biggest problem isn't a lack of resources. It is corruption. The solution? Remove corruption from the system entirely. AI-driven governance, where budgets, contracts, and national spending are publicly recorded and traceable in real time. Blockchain-based voting. So, elections are secure, transparent, and free from manipulation. Digital public service, so bribes and middlemen no longer stand between citizens and essential services. Governments won't willingly implement these changes, so we must build parallel systems that prove they work. Africa has one of the fastest growing youth population in the world. This generation must build a digital first governance model. Step 4. End the brain drain. Bring talent back home. For decades, Africa's best minds have left for the US, Europe, or the Gulf. It's time for that trend to reverse. Technocrats in the diaspora should form partnership with experts inside Africa. Universities should connect African students abroad with direct development projects at home. Governments must offer incentives for skilled professionals to return and build industries, not just work for foreign corporations. I'm tired of it, personally. Imagine an African where African engineers design Africa's bridges, African doctors lead Africa's hospitals, and African AI experts create the digital future of governance. The talent exists, folks. It just needs the right system to thrive. Step 5. Shift the narrative from politics to problem solving. Africa doesn't need more politicians, slogans, or endless debates about democracy, democracy, democracy. We need action-oriented problem solvers. The future isn't in debating left versus right. It's in science, technology, engineering, and data-driven governance. Simple. Let's stop asking who will lead us and start asking how do we build the system that leads themselves. Let's replace political manifestos with engineering blueprints for real development. This is a paradigm shift, folks. One that only the technocrat can lead. This is the final call. Will you be part of this change? Now, the real change. Are we ready to stop complaining and start building? Are we willing to stop looking to politicians and start looking to ourselves? Are we bold enough to seize this opportunity before another generation is lost to bad governance? The new Africa is waiting. The only question is, who will rise to build it? In part 8, we will outline the first real-world project, a blueprint for the first pilot city, what will prove this model works. Stay tuned, because this movement is just getting started. Thank you.